Coming clean. I hope now. It looks like Kirsty didn't have her volume on.
Probably.
Never mind ours, but we're back. So please come back on wherever you are and enjoy.
So this awful
See, now
thing.
nobody's coming on.
That's fine. So.
Hate my life.
Oh God! Right. So this awful thing happened yesterday morning. I think it was. We were sitting having breakfast, and then this guy came over to me and he said, you look very familiar to me. I'm like, okay. He's like, is your name Brenda? I said, no, it's Val. And he said, oh, because I knew a Brenda that just looked exactly like you. And I knew her husband. But then he said to Jeff, but you're not her husband.
No,
you're
I
her.
said,
oh, go on, what?
I said, wait a minute, I am the husband. And he said, no, I thought you were her son.
And I thought, cheeky bugger. Like, who says that? Like,
an idiot.
Who said? And actually, it's always been a fear of me since I went white, was that somebody would think that I was Jeff's mom, because he's still got some color in his hair.
Color in my hair.
Well, you do have a white beard. But anyway, I thought, what a stupid man, really, to say to a woman, is this your son?
Yes, he was an idiot, babe. Men are idiots when it comes to doing things like that.
Right, yeah.
We're not
so,
quite there.
Anyway, I didn't let it bother me for very long, maybe a few minutes. And then I thought, you know what? I don't even know this guy who thinks I look like somebody called Brenda. And why am I going to be upset by someone I don't even know? So I wasn't. But I'm telling you, because I think it's very easy to get upset. And at the same time, it's very easy not to be upset. What are you doing?
Nothing. I wasn't doing
Why do you always
anything.
do that behind my back? And you're
I think it's called humor.
It's not very funny.
It'll not catch on.
And anyway, that was my bit yesterday. Do you like our sunflower in the back? It actually belongs to a big pot. You can only see the
There's
very
a big
top
pot
of the sunflower.
with 783,000 sunflowers, but this is the biggest one.
Very nice. And what else has happened? So, we've been putting some proposals together because we do still work a little bit here and there. It's this thing for DISC. It's a personality style thing that somebody wants us to teach for a government entity.
Stop giving away information.
All right, not going to give you any more information. We'll
Good
just leave it like that.
We could end up losing everything. Have mouth will travel. You have to stop.
And all I'm saying is that some very big organizations, companies want our services to help them communicate better and understand each other more. Because I have noticed, as I have gone around teaching people different various courses, the biggest thing that everybody has is communication. People don't know how to communicate. But really, it's not about that. It's about communicating with people that you don't like. Because obviously, if you like someone, it's great, isn't it? Like, hi, how are you doing? Great, how are you doing? I mean, and you just love communicating with people that you like.
Yes.
But it's people that you don't really like or you don't get on with that are a different personality that is...
How do you get on with them?
More difficult.
Yes.
So that's something that we teach. And it's fun to teach it.
And we have to do that by taking a deep breath and realizing that they're great human beings. We don't know what's going on in their life. We don't know their troubles, their circumstance, whatever it is that they're doing. So just to be with them.
Yes.
And then we find out that they're actually quite nice.
Right.
Nice people.
Suzanne Samuels is on. I wonder if you're still in Sweden. In Sweden, I always want to talk like that. No, it's not like Swedish.
Right. Very good. Here we go.
I want to go like hoop-de-hoop.
Well, that is the, yes, that's the joke on Saturday Night Live, the chef.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you lived in Sweden for a little bit, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Did you go Hoop-de-Hoo?
No.
Jag älskar dig?
Jag älskar dig, yes,
I bet you
indeed.
said jag älskar dig to a lot of people.
I did.
Which means I love you.
Well, I was only, 18 then.
Oh.
A year in Scandinavia that I will never forget.
Yes.
Actually, I've said that and I've forgotten it.
Already?
Why is it that I forget everything?
I love Swedish people, though. They're all so gorgeous looking. I mean, you know, blonde, blue eyes, just beautiful and nice people.
And that's just the men.
It's a nice country too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a bit cold in the winter, but yes.
Yeah.
And so is Denmark and Norway.
Right. We had a Danish brother-in-law who was also very tall. But he had a comb over. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but he didn't have blonde hair. No. He had little hair, which he combed over. Until...
This completely bald, except for this side, which was 14 foot long. And then he could wrap it and look wonderful.
And then we had to
Except everybody knew it was a comb over. But in the end, he shaved it.
Well, because we had a, what's that thing where the family gets together? Intervention.
An intervention on his hair.
We had a hair intervention with him.
Most people do interventions on being alcoholic or upset or miserable. We actually had an intervention just on a head of hair.
On the comb over.
The comb over.
And we all voted to have it cut.
Shaved it.
And I think he did.
He did, yeah.
He never went bald. He didn't do a whole head shave like a lot of guys do, you know, when they start going bald. But it's funny now to see movies or TV. It's funny to see people who have got the hair with the, you know, the balding middle bit, because I don't think people do that anymore. They basically shave the whole head when they start going bald.
Yeah. Well, even if they haven't gone bald, they shave the head.
Right, yeah,
yeah. It's the look.
Yeah.
I hope Kirsty can hear us now and it wasn't our fault. But never mind. So everything is wonderful.
Yes. And what else do I want to tell you about? I was at this storytelling venue last night and this young girl came, well, young girl, she's, you know, she's young to me, came up and said, "Hey, I remember you from your Kirsty's mom." And it was so nice to see her. I hadn't seen her in probably 30 years or something. And that I looked the same to her as I always had done, just a little bit older. And it was lovely to see this young woman that I knew as a teenager in high school had grown into such a beautiful young woman with 2 kids who are now in their 20s. And I
was going to say, yes,
she's a yoga teacher and a healer. And
just like me.
I could tell looking at her, she kind of had this glow about her. And like just looked so what are you doing? No, I'm going to be the person that just says no to everything because I think that's really funny.
Why do you get so upset about things in your life?
I tell you why, because in improv, as you know, it is yes and. We yes and everybody, and you're here saying no.
I wasn't doing anything.
You were going no into background.
I was just slightly shaking my head.
And then,
I was thinking about my bald brother-in-law, that's all.
Oh, okay. Well, and then great,
you know. That's it, and now you've...
I was saying about how this young woman was so beautiful and had this glow about her of happiness. And she was telling me how she'd gone on this trip to Mexico and kind of
in
like
the
jungle and done a whole with shaman. And it was just fabulous. And it reminded me, I used to do that kind of stuff myself. I think I need to go to Mexico and find a shaman, retrieve bits of my soul that may be missing. I mean, that's kind of fun to think of that, isn't it?
I think you'd have to go to several other countries to find the souls that are missing in you.
My missing soul.
Yes, good God, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Back to Italy, and yes.
I just love it, though, because here's the thing about getting old that I think is something that I have to watch out for. So as I've done a lot of things, and as I get older and those things are now in my past, I kind of forget that people are still doing those things. You know, people are still going to sweat lodges, still doing healing, still going on vision quests, still going on these adventures, and
we've done it all.
Yeah, but it's lovely to know that people are still doing that.
Yes.
And I think I might do a bit more of that. See,
well,
doing it again, like, no, I don't think that you should do that, Val. I think that you should stay at home and do nothing at all, because, you know, why would you do something like that, Val? I'm going to say, I'm going to just shake my head and say no to everything that you say.
Very good. Is that funny?
I think it's very funny and also very true.
Very good.
Why don't you try nod your head? Okay.
Nod your head.
Nod your head.
But you're going to see what's her name?
Abraham. Hester Hicks is coming to Chicago on the 7th of September. And I've already registered and got my ticket.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, I'll be dropping you off, picking you, the usual butler things that I have to do. Yes.
You could come and get a seat and maybe learn something.
I've done that before, remember?
I know, that's the whole thing. Is like I'm saying, when we get older, we've done it all, and why not keep doing it though? Why do you have to like go into this?
I've done it.
But you've never done it like you would do it at your age. I mean, the more that you do something, the better you get at it.
Yes, but there's also times to work out that the more you do, that you don't like it. So why are you doing it?
Oh, you don't like Abraham?
Oh, no, it's not that I don't like it. I just find it... She's saying basically the same thing as every speech that she does. Stop overthinking. Stop thinking about yourself. Become a free spirit. If you're in the canoe, take your oar out and just go downstream and have a wonderful life. That's what she says every time.
There's many more things that she says.
But it's all the same theme, isn't it?
Well, no, here's what I've learned is I always learn something new. Like, we've done this waking up weekend, and we've done it many times. And it's the same thing each time.
Right.
Same things are said, but each time I learn something new and something different because I'm in a different space.
Right.
Like, if you're not ready to hear something, you won't hear it.
Very true.
Is it possible, Jeffrey G., that when you went to see Abraham the one time, that you weren't ready to hear something that she had to tell you about?
Well, I would like to say I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe that is true.
Anyway, I'm not sure that we want you along.
I've just got my foot stuck. Yeah, that's the other...
I don't want a little...
That's the other thing that's going on.
I don't want a little person... No, that isn't true, Abraham. No.
Well, if I spoke in that accent, maybe I would say that. But you've got Lisa Brickerich going with you, and it's...
Well,
and how many...
If she gets a ticket, but...
Nobody wants to know that, baby.
All right.
So
stop it. Everybody wants to know that. Because
how many women go to...
I said I was going to go, and I didn't get my ticket, and then it was all sold out. And
then you got your ticket.
I did, by a miracle. Go on, what were you going to say about all these women?
No, it's 90% of the audience is women.
How do you know that?
Because remember, I drop you off and pick you up.
All
and
right.
I see all the people in
there are a lot of women, because we women are open-minded and ready to receive new information. We're ready to make the change and the leap. What? What are you laughing at that for, you big nuggets?
I think you also just like to gossip.
Oh, I think you're going to get into real dangerous waters here.
Yes. The good gossip.
Gossiping, as you call it, which is really just talking and communication, is what lets us know what works and what doesn't work, and then we're able to move forward instead of having lots of wars as men do, because they have no communication, and it's just, I'm going to bash you on the head. No, I'm going to bash you on the head. We women don't do that. We talk. You should try it sometime.
Well, thank you, my darling. I'll work on that. My precious one.
Go on then.
What a load of rumpo.
No, it isn't.
I'm picking out bits of nuts that I had about 6 hours ago. They're still in my teeth. What is that about nuts?
I love the way that you change the conversation.
Because I've got nowhere to go with it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't want to argue with you. I think you're wonderful.
You love arguing with me, so stop that.
Very good.
Yes. Nothing better than a good argument.
Another thing that I love to be told is what I am thinking by somebody else. It is so refreshing to be told.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Go on, what am I thinking right now?
What you were about a minute ago.
Yeah?
I'll go into my accent.
True.
Very good.
Yes, and?
Go on. Have we got anything else that's relative or intelligent or...
Have you been reading anything today on the news?
No, I haven't actually seen really what's going on. Have I heard anything? I don't think I've heard anything. It's also icky. The Democrats are having their convention and that's become a farce.
Why?
Well, because the media is making it a farce. And of course the Donald is definitely making it a farce and saying rude things on his Twitter. So, yeah, we're sort of stuck in this cycle of upset and misery, hatred, nastiness, which is very sad. But again, it's cyclical, and in a few years it'll all be gone and we'll be back to being normally nice again until somebody else comes up with a nasty thing, and then half the population will be with them because for some reason human beings are quite nasty.
Oh my God. What an awful outlook you have on life.
Well, it seems to be now.
No, human beings are not nasty. Human beings are amazing. And the improv community is probably one of the most amazing communities because it is yes and instead of disagreeing. We're like, yeah, and, let's think of something else.
Absolutely. But 50% of the population, or 48%, are into fear, ignorance, and greed. And there we go.
I don't believe that.
Can we abolish fear, ignorance, and greed?
Yes.
How? Everybody has to do improv in the whole world.
No, I tell you how we abolish it is it's one person at a time, and you do, I do, and you do what little bit we can within our realm.
Agreed.
So it's not about changing the whole world. It's about changing how we act in our own little world. And I feel very happy that I'm talking with all my family members. I think all my family members love me and I love them.
Yes.
And I want to be as helpful as I can.
Very good.
I'm not going to be like a suffering martyr of doing doing stuff that I don't want to do. But if I can do something, I'll do it. And I think that's how we move forward in society. We help people when we can.
Oh, I love helping people. Being of service is hugely important to me. Which you've taught me over the years. Trained me over the last 50 years.
No, well, yes,
to
and...
be servile and butler-like.
You see, that's kind of like...
You don't think this slightly funny?
It's very funny.
But you hate me. Very good.
I do not hate you. Why would I hate you?
Because I don't say what you want me to say.
Well, it is interesting because
right.
Jeff and I did this personality test. It's called DISC. And basically we both came out as dominant. I mean, like, no, you weren't. Mine was dominant and
I rest my
over
case.
50%.
Overbearingly dominant. And it's like, yep, that's right.
I wouldn't have said overbearingly dominant, but I just know what I want and I go for it.
There you go.
You know what? You're kind of pissing me off. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Again.
Well, I feel like I'm coming up with the topics and you're just like, no. It's like, what?
Wait a minute, I thought I came up with a few topics.
What topic did you come up with?
I can't remember now. My brain is gone.
I'm coming up with the bald head and the whole thing. And You're just kind of like naysaying, I feel.
Right.
I don't want to feel that about you. I want to love you. And I want to love you.
Your way, with your standards and your dominant personality. Very good. Except I'm not you. Ah.
I don't know what to say to you, because yours was dominant as well. So.
But not as heavy as yours.
All right. My dad's bigger than your dad.
Exactly. I rest my case again. So what we have to do is to love each other.
I think so,
because
Jeff.
the dominance is neither here nor there. So we have to go out and love each other. Well, myself first, then you, and then the rest of the world. To be of service and to be helpful in every little way that we can. Now look, you're doing it now.
What?
What was that for? See, it's funny that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. People in glass houses.
You are a little bit of a
annoyance.
No, but you do kind of strike out quite a bit, don't you?
Right.
What is that about?
I have a wicked tongue. Nothing.
I don't know what to say to you.
You all got the hiccups.
Did you enjoy that stew that I made and froze?
Delicious. Unfrozen, of course. Reheated. It was delicious.
Excellent.
There's little turkey pieces in it. Very nice. Right.
All right. Well, then that's it, really. Because
What? You've gone?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah. Sometimes it is difficult being with you because you do this kind of like.
You do. What?
But just the way you are sometimes, of like everything. I mean, I love that everything is funny, but sometimes it's not really that funny, I find.
Right.
Because it seems to be like digging at things.
Oh, I've got a very sarcastic way of being.
Oh, well, that's good then.
That was you as well there.
Yes. Why would anybody watch us with bickering and arsing around? I don't know.
Because it's wonderful TV.
Is it?
Listen, everybody loves the TV that shows shocking, horrible, upsetting things.
Oh.
That's what it attracts us. The news is not about happy. It's about shit, upset, and misery. That's why we love watching it.
Oh, well, I don't want to be that kind of show, whatever. Like, I don't think anybody wants to come on Facebook Live and kind of watch two people who are not getting along.
Who says they're not getting along?
But sometimes I feel like we're not.
You're just doing, this is like a little script now for you, isn't it?
No.
Whatever he says now.
Go on then, you tell me why you think that we're getting along right now.
Because we've just had a laugh.
Yeah.
It's interesting, we're bantering.
Okay.
But you say it's because we don't like each other. Where does that come from?
I didn't say that.
Well, what did you say?
Yeah, I said not getting along. You're right, I did. Sorry.
So, there we go. I think in every human being there's a negative and positive charge. And we've just got to be careful about our negative one. And I can see now that, all right. I was going to say it, and I've got a negative charge. More than I would like.
All right. That's a good one. So what are you going to do to change that?
Run away.
And then what are you going to do?
Get a divorce.
And then what are you going to do?
I don't know.
So you're going to run away, get a divorce, and that'll give you a positive outlook on life.
Absolutely.
All right, then.
For a couple of days, anyway.
Yes.
Then I'll regret it all and come running back.
with your tail between your legs.
Let's not go there, madam. I'm married.
All right, then.
Okay, then.
No, but seriously. What are you going to do to try and have a more
What
positive,
are you going to do about my... Yep.
What are you going to do to view the world in a more positive light instead of saying that 50% of people are, nasty and greedy and fearful?
I'm going to put on a happy face. Face the world. With a smile and a song.
Oh. Because you do, you do want to be happy, and you do make people laugh.
Right.
And you do see everything as funny, so it's just kind of weird that sometimes it comes out that you see the world as not that. I don't know, maybe you're right.
Sometimes the world is not that.
Yeah, maybe I'm just...
Look at the state of the country at the moment. We're like polarized in these ridiculous positions. I mean, just both parties, when they talk, it's like, really? Come on. Let's have a little common sense coming in. The uncommon common sense. Please, let's have some.
Well, you know why it is? It's like with you and I am more dominant than anything. And I do find it hard to agree and go along with what you're saying. And yeah, I do. As my stepmother once said, my name is Valerie Ann. It used to be Gorick. With the A, she said, stood for argumentative.
There you are. So that's just your nature.
Do you strike me as argumentative?
Pardon?
I guess I am. Sometimes I think it would be nice to be like, hi, Jeff. How are you, darling? And what can I do for you?
That would frighten me.
Can I get you a cup of tea?
I've never had that in 50 years.
Can I stroke your hair?
I must get this cut, by the way. It's getting silly now.
Like my third stepmother was very, very feminine Welsh lady, and she used to talk like this, and she had a lovely little giggle. It was like and everything was lovely with her. And she used to say things to my dad like, "Oh, you've left your socky wockies on the stairs. Can I get you a cup of tea? And let's
try it for a month.
Ready, weddy."
Let's try it for a month.
I don't think I can.
You couldn't last half an hour.
But I would sometimes like to be...
Tell me to stick my socks where the sun doesn't shine. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can't be who we're not, right?
Yes, we can only be who we is. And what we is what we is. And look at this mixture of people that are everywhere, that are all doing different things. And you go to different countries, and it's like, wow, look at what they're doing. And so we're all different, but the same.
Yes.
So we've just got to be with each other as happy as we can. Trouble is, of course, my humor is a little sarcastic, rude. So
sometimes.
But I don't care, because that's the way I is. And I is what I is. I'm Popeye.
Yeah, and I know what?
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Why is that so funny?
I have no idea. It always gets me. What was his name? He was a friend of Popeye's. Oh my God.
Pluto.
No. Now, you don't say a word.
Olive oil.
Stop it. It was a guy. And I've forgotten his name.
And he was a character in Popeye.
All he wanted was a hamburger.
Oh, okay.
But he would always say, I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Right.
And I just thought that was lovely. But never mind. Mentally the age of a 10-year-old.
All right. I think we've done enough.
You know, we've been on for half an hour.
Oh my God.
Doesn't time fly when you're unhappy? Stop it.
Okay.
Did you make that move now? Bells on the wall. Door. Sunflower. Does it get any better than that?
I don't think so. I love you all. Thank you for watching.
I love you.
I love you.
And I love everybody else. But not as much as I love you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Because I'm a sweetie. Oh, what you're doing now. Dandruff, get back up immediately. Everything is wonderful.
See you tomorrow.
Please share with everyone. We want millions of viewers, for God's sake. Share it. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, John.